Good afternoon. This is a slightly different video because this one is technically about me. Because of my off-duty, out-of-uniform, completely legal political activities, I have been terminated from my employment with this company, Securitas Security. Yeah. In October, I got up, got ready for work, drove from Portales, where I live, to Clovis, where my posting was. I was supposed to have covered another officer who had some time off. Supposed to cover his shift at the Income Support Division in Clovis, New Mexico. This had already been scheduled 2 weeks in advance. Well, I got there, and there was already another officer there. So he and I wondered what was going on, if we got double booked or what. So we called our supervisor. After a few minutes of playing phone tag with him, he finally recontacts us, and he tells me to go on home, and I would be contacted later that day by the district manager. I went home. It took him 2 days for the district manager to call me and told me that I was no longer allowed to be posted in government buildings because of my political activities. Off-duty political activities, I remind you. And while on duty, I have never spoken of politics or anything like that, even when someone else brought it up first. So, they said, no, I am banned from working in government buildings. And I would have to wait for a non-government contract for me to be able to work again. Well, the problem with that is there was no non-government contracts in my area that I could get to. My wife is disabled, so I cannot be too far away in case something happens. So, I got 0 hours. No paychecks for like 2 and 3 months. And then, in December, late December, I get an email to turn in all of my uniforms. So I got fired because of my political beliefs. Vigilance, integrity, and helpfulness, that is obviously bullshit. If they had any integrity, they would not have fired me because of my political beliefs. The beliefs that I never expressed while on duty or in uniform. This company is bullshit. I thought they were a good company because I've worked for them before back in 2014. Then when they hired me back, okay, cool. And because I could no longer stay silent about the atrocities that the Trump administration has been doing, they fire me. Now, this company is not a good company to work for or to use as for their security services. Now, if anyone has contracts with Securitas, I would suggest canceling them. Anyone who works for them, I understand that it's very hard to get jobs because I still haven't found another job since these idiots did this shit to me. But this is bullshit. I am not going to sit back and let them do this to me. I have contacted a lawyer, but unfortunately, New Mexico being an at-will employment state, Securitas didn't even need to give me an excuse. They could have they could have went ahead and fired me with no excuse. But they told me why. They told me it was because of my political activities. Unfortunately, from what I understand, political beliefs is not part of the protected class of the equal opportunity employment. But I'm not done yet. I'm still going to look for a lawyer who just might be able to take this case and sue the hell out of Securitas. They cannot be allowed to do this. Just because I don't want to be silent anymore about the atrocities that the Trump administration has been pulling. Like the most recent killings by ICE officers. And the way he's a dictator. I'm just really pissed. These people, this company is not a good company. I'm having a hell of a time finding more work because nobody is hiring. Not because of my political beliefs, just because the job situation sucks. And that's also because of the Trump administration. They're lying their asses off about how well the economy is doing and how the jobs are doing. No, they are fucking not. So, this company needs to... they need to be heard from everybody about how about the bullshit they pulled. The lawyer I talked to even said that they already had another client that used to work for Securitas because they wouldn't pay them correctly. No, Securitas needs to be put on blast. They need to be let known that what they're doing to their employees is bullshit, and that they should not have their helpfulness, vigilance, and integrity. Those are not their bywords anymore. They are bullshit. Well, I just had to get this off my chest and to let y'all know what the hell is going on. Like I said, contact Securitas. Let them know what they're pulling is bullshit. Let them know that they are not showing any integrity, any vigilance, or any helpfulness. If you work for them, only if you have the ability to find another employment, I would suggest turning in your resignation. But like I said, that's only if you know you could find more employment with a better company. If you are contracted to Securitas for them to provide security, remember I would definitely think about canceling their contracts, because the way they treat their employees is not proper. Well, thank you for listening. I'm out of here.